Hey y'all, what's up? Hey, y'all read that title? Y'all already read the title. I definitely know how it feels to be alone, honey. This world is already lonely by itself. First off, from my experience, since I've been a little girl, I always felt like I was lonely. Always. I felt like I was different. I was set apart from people. I always felt like that. I don't know why, but just in my spirit, I felt like I was different because even people would treat me different all the time. They'd just treat me different, pick on me, bully me. And then I would see other people, they'd just be laughing and laughing, kicking it with them, being sweet to them. But to me, they were just treating me different. Like I'm the op. The whole time, I'm their friend. But, like, I've been lonely. I've been feeling lonely. Like, that's just how I felt. Even though I had the support, even though I had people to always be there for me. But in a way, in a sense, you can always still feel alone. I definitely know that feeling. I've been there, done that. And one thing about it, I learned something. Me being lonely, people will come. It would be like some people that come across you in your life that try to make you feel even more lonely. But that's okay too. But I learned a lot from that. I actually like now that I've been feeling like that for so long. I'm a person that loves to be alone. Like I have no issue with being alone. I swear, like I be to myself, y'all. And even when I'm to myself, people wanna, talk to me. Strangers, people wanna mess with me, talk to me. I know how it feels to be alone. Definitely that. I've been through that all my life. It's not just one time I've been through it, but like people would try to make you feel more alone when you already feel alone. How that makes sense, I don't know. But like at some point when I kept being so alone to myself like that, I started to hang with myself. I started doing things by myself. And I started appreciating the fact that I was alone doing it by myself because sometimes people will make you feel like, oh, I do this for you. Oh, I've been there, I've done that, I gave you that. When the whole time I never needed that. You see what I'm saying? But what I needed was your real genuine support. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely know how it feels to feel alone and feel like you have nobody there with you. Nobody. I definitely know that. Like countless of times felt so different. And this has been all my life. Like this not been just one speck of my life. It's been all my life. I felt like I was different. And people didn't really like me the way that I wanted them to. But it's not about that. It's about you being yourself, and that what makes you who you are. When people see that you lonely and stuff like that, like when they see that you just hang with yourself, like more people want to talk to you, like out in public, like people. I'm a talkative person, but I'm not a talkative person, if that makes sense. So when somebody sees me or a stranger, they be like, oh, like they just want to like kick it up with me. But back then, I didn't have that. I really, literally didn't have that. Like people would try to bully me and, you know, talk about me and stuff like that to make me feel even more lonely. When I already felt lonely, y'all. You see what I'm saying? But I never let that, you know, try to do otherwise. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, some people can't take the feeling of being alone. Like me, I'm a G. I'm a G. I like to be alone. Like, even when I'm with people, I have family that mess with me, hanging out, everything. I'm a whole G when it comes to me. Like, I'm strong. I can hang by myself. Like, I don't need a party to have fun. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't feel lonely. I shouldn't feel lonely, but you know, I feel like I'm naturally a person that feels like that already. Hello, how you doing? I'm eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's guava and peanut butter. It's so good. But yeah, like I'm just a naturally loner. I'm a natural loner. Like, and I never let that get to me. But when I was younger, I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was a little girl growing up, and people would like talk about me. People would say this and that about me. You know, I learned to, I submerged that, and I made it. You know how some people like turn it into a negative thing, but I turned it to a positive thing. When people, you know, I tend to isolate myself. Yes, I'm like that too. I isolate myself a lot. Like I don't, cause I feel like I have to give my energy to people, and I don't really like doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why I am a loner. I feel like that's why most of us do attract people. Like we attract people. Like what I mean by that, when we go outside or when we do something and we're doing our daily dues by ourselves, people can notice when people are not really talkative. I'm not a talkative person. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I would love for the more people subscribe to my channel and just really hear the real part of life, because like I'm really here about it. Like I felt alone, and I'm a lonely person. Even though I have a man, I have people that love me, but it just I'm not a I'm just not a person that likes to be hanging around a whole big group, because when I do, I feel like I got to give my whole entire energy to people. And, you know, because I'm a sweet person. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I attract who I attract. But people really be liking me, like, out in public, like strangers. I mean, just, I could be doing anything and I just be like, and I kind of side. I don't side eye them, but in my head, I'm like, why are they talking to me? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not that talkative person, but I can be talkative and I can keep up a conversation. That's one thing about loners. We can talk and we can keep up a conversation with people. So I feel like that's why we really attract a lot of people. We just don't have a lot of people that we hang with too. That's the one thing about it. Because you look like a friendly, fun person. I do? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the first time somebody said that to me. Like, but I feel like people, you know, they read energy. I feel like this world is spiritual. So like everything that we do, everything y'all do, like people read you. People can tell. People can tell when you're a sweet person and stuff. But I'm a loner. Like all I do is stay in the house in real life. If I do make content and y'all see me at somebody's house or this and that, it's because I actually took my energy to really get out there, you know. It's frozen now. That's good. And with some little ice. You should never be lonely when you have Jesus with you all the time. Oh yeah, you're right about that. Amelia Feaster, you're right. You're right. But a lot of times, chosen ones with God, you know, because I have a strong relationship with God and like I love him. So when you speaking about that, Jesus don't want us to feel lonely because he wants us to know that he's there for us, right? which I know that, but I just know that people ain't gonna be there for me the way that Jesus will. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I really just like isolate myself. It's nothing, but I definitely I definitely know that I'm not alone, like not by myself physically, but in here and with me and God, I am. I really am a loner, and I'm a lonely person. That's okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So thank you for understanding. I just like, and even when you know why I say that too, when I'm lonely, because when I'm lonely, I can get closer to God too. You feel me? If I'm hanging around a lot of people and a lot of energy, sometimes I can't focus on what I really need to focus on sometimes. And I feel like that kind of can interfere with my relationship. But I'm not gonna let that interfere with my relationship with God. But I can see how it can interfere with with anybody else outside of here if they dealing with it. Like it can kind of take your focus off of Jesus and God. You know what I'm saying? And like the things that's such yes, girl. Like literally, like I feel like it just take your whole energy and your focus off. And I feel like sometimes, the devil, like you said, Jesus is real, the devil is real. And like I feel like that come into play in real life when people start to feel lonely by themselves and all these things and etc. But I never really quite let that get to me. I kind of like turned it to a positive thing. I was like, all right, so if I feel like this, then this what God wants me to do. Because at some point in my life, He wants me to elevate myself. So I can't be just still. I can't hang with a crowd all the time. Yes, sometimes I would love to hang out. I would love to go out and hang out with my family. I would love to go out and hang out with my man. Sometimes when we want to go out and do things, but sometimes I just say no. Sometimes I say no to it because, like I said again, I'm a lonely person. So, like when I was younger, that's all I know. That's all I knew was me being me feeling lonely all the time, and I had to turn that to like something in my life where it really made me closer to God. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like God really draw me in better and more when I was alone by myself. But yeah, girl, I'm trying to tell you, this is spiritual world, and the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and God comes here to heal and protect His people. You see what I'm saying? So I know all about it. I know all about it. And so that's why I really am a loner. I shouldn't feel alone just because I have people, but I am a loner. What is your religion? My religion, I want to consider myself as a Christian, but at the same time, I don't want to say that I am fully Christian because I don't have, all the inside myself. I don't feel like I'm up to par where I need to be as a Christian, if that makes sense. Like I am a Christian. I want to call myself a Christian, but at the same time, I want to say like I'm not right now, because not fully, because I want to I've been thinking about um being baptized and just washing my sins away and things like that, because I'm 27 right now and I'll be 28 in a few months. And girl, this right here been on my mind for so long. Like when I tell you, since last year, my man can even tell you if he was here. Like I've been telling him like I'm gonna get baptized. I'm gonna get baptized because, I've always been like this since I was little. But as I grew up, I'm starting to understand that I am close to God and I am a Christian, and that's how I want to live my life. I want to live my life as close to God as possible and not as close to people, because people, they will knock your focus off. completely off. If you listen to people in your family, your friends, your circle, whoever, anything that you might do, like I said, for an example, I want to be a businesswoman. Cause well, y'all don't know, so I'm explaining it to y'all. But when I had my daughter, okay, because my daughter, her name is Dream, and she's 4 years old, and I have a daughter. So I had her when I had my daughter, like so much stuff was happening. I couldn't work and do all of those things, right? I couldn't work a 9 to 5. I couldn't work even a part-time if I wanted to, y'all. I had a C-section, just to get a rundown. I had a C-section. I was trying to heal. In the mix of that, I couldn't go back from after going on maternity leave. So I had to figure out what I needed to do for myself. You see what I'm saying? Like financially. So, I had to honestly figure out what I had to do. So me and my man was talking about it. He said, "Hey, um, you know what?" He was like, "You should do something you love to do, like what you like to do." And I was like, "Shoot." I said, I like slushies, because back then, I'm from Arkansas originally. I moved here to Florida when I was 11 years old, but I'm originally from Arkansas. So what thought in my head and what stuck in my head was, when I was younger, I used to get slushies, buy slushies and stuff like that from Miss Barnell's house. That's what that was, the lady name. That's all I remember. And girl, they used to sell things out of their house, and I was like, you know what? That's what I can do right now, because I have a sick baby. I can't work a 9 to 5. I can't put my daughter in daycare, even if I wanted to put her in daycare, because she had nurses personally coming into my home, watching her, because she had a G tube, a feeding tube. If y'all really want to know and get deep down, like I explain all that. But that really made me want to be a businesswoman back then. And that was back in 2020. It's 2025 now. So my mindset done changed over the years and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I had started my YouTube channel. And girl, like everything just went, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was nothing but God's timing, God's timing. And yeah, like I had opened a whole slushy business, and he was like, "What do you like to do?" And I said, "Slushies." I said, "Slushies." That's it. Because I like people, even though I'm a loner and I feel alone, but I love people. That's what makes me attract people and want to treat people nicely and want to see a smile on people's face and stuff like that. So I said, "Shoot, let me go ahead and sell some slushies out of my home." So then I had started to make them. We started going to the store, me and my man. We bought the little supply, girl. He bought me he bought me everything. And he was supporting me. He was really supporting me, because he knew that I couldn't work a 9 to 5 and things like that. So girl, my whole life had changed from there, like literally. And so I was just so excited. I was so excited. And so that really made me want to be a businesswoman. So I started selling slushies, but then I kind of stopped, because things kind of got a little weary during that time in my life. And then um but I definitely want to get back. Excuse me. I definitely want to get back to that. Actually selling things, and becoming a businesswoman. Like, and so I said, you know what? I'm going to college. I'm going back to college, getting my business administration. So that's my that's my plan for right now for me. So yeah, I just want to be a businesswoman. I want to be my own boss. I want to be nobody else's boss. So that's what really made me really get into it for real. Like, I'm a gotcha. And that's why my boyfriend was like, "Well, you finna do that. You finna do business administration. You finna go to college. You finna do that. And then plus you having your other kids, which, I'm having twin boys. I'm having twin boys. So why not? Why not become a businesswoman? Why not learn in the isolation season right now?" And I don't told people that's close to me in my family, like even my mom. I don't want to put her out there, but I'm just being transparent with y'all so y'all can understand that sometimes people, even family, friends, will knock you off your post if you let them. And so she was like, I don't think you need to do business. I don't think you really need to do that. You need to go for early childhood education. Mind you, y'all, like before I moved out of my mom's house, That's what I was going to school for. I was going to college for early childhood education because I wanted to be a teacher and da 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 da. But that's really not what I want to do. After I had my daughter, I was like, child, I can't deal with nobody else's kids. Like I know my standards. You see what I'm saying? I know what I could deal with, and I know what I can't deal with. So I said, you know what? The only thing I'm gonna deal with is my kids. That's it. That's it. Cause I feel like I don't wanna have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna have to rub nobody else off the wrong way. Cause I know I don't play by mine. So and I know they won't play by theirs. So, I get it. I get it. So that's why I completely changed my mindset. And so I'm gonna be a businesswoman, honey, and open my own business, clothing line. All of that will come and manifest on this YouTube channel. Like I'm not doing it now, but it will come because I already manifested it like a long time ago, y'all. This is something I already I already had the plan. I'm trying to tell you, and I still have the plan. Like even though I don't see it, physically see it, I know with God, that's when Jesus Christ gonna come down and help me with everything. So I'm happy you brought up Jesus. I'm happy about that because I've been trying to find some friends in real life that could talk to me about business, talk to me about God, Jesus Christ, without being judgmental as well. Because I know, a lot of people, like, people will try to get you up off your focus. That's why you have to focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people might think that you don't. That they might think like, okay, well, you better off going over there. You better off doing this, girl. You better off doing this, boy. Cause I see you, you doing it. They not God. They not Jesus. You can't tell me what's best for me. I only know what's best for me. So yeah, so it's kind of crazy. So I kind of know the feeling of being a loner, and being alone can make you a person that elevate for real. It gonna make you a person that elevate big time. Yes, y'all. I just wanted to chat it up with y'all, let y'all know like it's okay to feel alone. Cause guess what? People that mess with you gonna mess with you for you. You're not gonna have to do too much. You're not gonna have to be this perfect idol. Ain't nobody perfect. Nobody. Not even myself. But I do thrive to be perfect. I thrive to be sweet. I thrive to do the right things. I don't try to talk about people. I don't try to judge people. Even when people around me be judging other people, I kind of like, giggle it off, but I'm still like, it's like an uncomfortable giggle because I really don't like when people talk about people. I'm just like that. I don't care what they got on. I don't care how they look, handicap, whatever, whatever the case might be in their situation. But it's not okay to laugh about somebody else's situation because you do that and something might come up in your life. Like literally, I've had a sick baby. I've never really talked about people like that, but as I got older, like I never knew that I was gonna have a child and my baby come out with a feeding tube, or if I had to feed her, and just all kind of things that y'all don't, people that you don't really think about when it's happening. And so when it do happen, it humbled you. So that's kind of like where my life is at. Like things humbled me. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna treat that person different because of that. Like I was I was treated differently. So why would I treat somebody else different? You see what I'm saying? It's just like contradicting yourself in your life. And God sees, He sees above high. You know what I'm saying? And he's looking. He's looking down on us. He's seeing everything that we're doing. Regardless if if you don't believe in God or if you don't believe in Jesus, whatever. But God is real. You know what I'm saying? Like either people don't want to know that or not. You see what I'm saying? It's around us. every day. It's around us. The government, everything, like it's in front of our face, you know? So I just feel like, to me, having a kid and her being in the hospital for a long time, for 2 months straight, not be able to eat from the mouth. Um, she had to relearn how to suck up Patsy. She had to relearn how to eat. You see what I'm saying? She had to learn how to relearn that. And things in my life humbled me. And that's why when people see me, they're gonna see that I'm different. They're gonna see like, okay, well, yeah, she don't really hang with the crowd. Like she really ain't about like partying and what I'm saying, drinking, and you're not gonna see that. Like in here, it's water. That's it. It's nothing but water in here in my cup. Like the last time I drank alcohol was in a club and I passed out. That's a whole nother story. Cause listen, when I tell you Jesus and God that sits on that throne in heaven, he don't play about me. And when I say that he don't play about me, I'm saying genuinely, he don't play about me. Like when people come around me, try to mess with me, he don't play about me. When even when I do something wrong or maybe like it's not right, he gonna check me. It's gonna be a check on the spot. You hear me? It's checking me on the spot. Bernice, you can't do that. Mm-mm. And that's exactly what it is. So I'm really happy with my life because it might be boring sometimes, but it is what it is. That's life. Life is not all about fun and grapes all the time, you know? But, I keep forgetting. But other than that, I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with being by myself. The last time I drank alcohol was that last time in that club when I passed out. Almost broke my leg. Didn't know what happened to me. Don't know what happened. My family, my cousin, I was with my cousin. I went to the club with my cousin, my brother, and a few of my other cousins, which was boy cousins. But this girl cousin I was with, she was with me. We went in there, we had fun, whatever, party, whatever. I was to myself, wasn't talking to nobody. But when I tell you I passed out, I passed out. So I don't know if people, I don't want to say somebody put some in my drink or anything like that because I did turn out okay. So that's how I know I turned out okay. But I'm like, it's evil out here. And I can't be just bringing my body to any place, any building. Because the building don't even deserve my spirit being there. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm so highly favored. So that's why I was like, that's the last time I'm going to do that. And it was a boy, he just wanted to buy a drink for my cousin. Like he talked to my cousin. And my cousin was like, girl, we might as well get them free drinks. We don't have to pay for it. And I'm like, I kind of felt a little fishy about it because I didn't really trust it. But I just went along with it because my family was there. Everybody was having a good time, right? Drunk it. Cool. Fight break out. I guess a drunk person hit my cousin, whatever, boy cousin. Cousin's trying to fight it out, whatever. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't have time. So cousin started fighting, and I'm like, girl, stop. Like, let the men fight. Let the men fight. Like, men against men, let them fight. Girl cousin trying to jump in and boo. Like, let them fight. I'm steady trying to pull her because I'm like, I only have, my baby's like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months. She's little. She's at the house waiting for me. I'm not trying to go to jail. I trying to like tell her like I'm not trying to go to jail. Like I want to go back. If y'all gonna fight, I'm gonna go home. I had my own car. I can get in there and go and dip. Dip, dip. Let's go. I'm trying to stop the girl from fighting because the security is everybody's slippery and sliding. That was the last time I stepped my body into a club. Bad experience. But that was to say that God said, no, that's not for you. That's not what I want you to be. And I knew that. That was a reality check for me. And I passed out. I was the only one that passed out. Nobody else passed out. Everybody fighting. They should be the one passed out, right? Because they did everything. I'm the only one that's trying to stop the fight. We step outside. I told the security guard, like, hey, I got her, because he's trying to grab her. I'm like, I got her. I'm going to get her out because I'm going to go home to my baby. You hear me? I was stern with that man. I said, I got her. I'm going to take her, and I got her. And we're going to go home. Because I'm not trying to fight. She's trying to fight, and I'm trying to stop her. And then the man was like, he looked at me. He was a big man, big white man. He understood me. And he just let her go. And I grabbed my cousin. I'm like, stop. She's trying to fight. Swing. So I'm dragging her across the floor, like, trying to stop her from fighting. I'm not trying to go to jail. You see what I'm saying? I have a baby at home. I shouldn't even be here. I'm here having fun with my family. But just because they're family and friends doesn't mean that they're good to hang with. They see why I want to be alone? Because a lot of things happen. So that's why I was like, it's best for me to just be by myself, honey. And after that, I stepped outside. We stepped outside. I said, cuz, let's stop. And she was like, all right. She tried to go forward again. I said, stop, please. She wouldn't stop, so I pulled her. That last time I pulled her, I dragged her across the floor. I didn't try to. Kid you not, I didn't try to drag her or do anything, but I grabbed her back shirt and with literally I had one finger. I'm holding this girl like this by the tip. I don't know how strong I was, but I just slang her and I said, let's go. And then she was like, don't do that. She said, don't do that, Bernice. I said, listen, I'm not here to fight you. I didn't even try to do that. It happened. I said, y'all over here scrambling, trying to fight when I'm trying to go home. I said, I have a baby at home. I said, I will get your shoes. She said, my shoe over there. She was drinking too. And I'm like, no, I got your shoe. Go outside. I got it. So she was like, all right. She said, just don't drag me like that again. Because she was about to fight me. She was about to, like in the look of her face, she was like furious. So I said, all right, go outside. And so she went outside and I grabbed her shoe and I stepped outside. We walked across the street. All of us was already out at this point. Boy cousin, girl cousin, all of us together. About 7 or 8 of us together. I passed out. Blanked out. I don't know what happened. But I think it was because I was doing too much with my body. And I was still healing from a C-section too. So I was doing all that and it was hurting. Girl, it was a horrible night. I said, I'm going to go home. I would never. This was the most horrible night I ever had. Did not even have fun or enjoy my time at all. I would have been better off at home taking care of my baby. So, yeah, that was the last time I stepped out in the club, y'all. And mind you, I'm not even a drinker like that. Like, I'm not. I drink straight water, juice, 100% juice. But, you know, that was it. That was it, y'all. But that's why I like to be alone. I definitely know the feeling of being alone and feeling alone. Like, it is what it is. It's okay to feel like that because I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if y'all mess with me, y'all make sure to subscribe, like my videos, comment on my videos. You know what I'm saying? Support me. You know, if you don't support, that's cool with me too. Y'all be blessed today. You know, hopefully y'all have a great and blessed day, everybody. And yeah, I'm out. I'll see y'all later.